All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Let me pull you guys up. I have my laptop showing you. All right. Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing? It's a little nuts with the baby. I had to try to time this right. I mean, I wanted to go on at 7, but it just doesn't work like that with a baby. But now Dad is taking care of him. Hopefully he is good. Shout out to my man because he's the best. But if you hear some cooing or that's baby Jasper in the background. But they're upstairs. Everything should be fine. They have milk, all that great stuff. I feel like if you're a mom, you're like, okay, do they have everything that they need? But hello, hi, you guys, welcome. I hope you guys are doing well. With all that said, this is going to be a shorter live, and I tried not to have people pre-book, but people pre-booked anyway, which is awesome. So we do have a small pre-booking list. And I don't have as many spots available, and I'm realizing right now that I need to update the description box so you can know what I'm talking about if you guys wanted to book a question with me on this live. But again, it is going to be a shorter live. I'm going to aim to go live again later this week. I just have to drop off my man at the airport tomorrow morning, so with that said, assuming I'm going to be up all night with the baby, it's a little more difficult to have longer live streams, but I wanted to pop on and say hi and hoping that everyone is doing well. I'm updating that description box right now if you guys did want to book a reading. And then let's see how many spots I have left. Okay, so I have three spots left. So let me update the menu for you guys so that you know what to book. My head is spinning right now. Stop doing that. YouTube. No, don't do it. Don't tag that. Okay. I'm thinking of getting a hand tattoo. Side note, I'm trying to update this and type it all in, but I know I'm just being silent and typing, so I'm trying to make conversation. But begin of a hand tattoo. Okay. Sorry if you guys are asking me questions. I don't see them right now, but I will. 1 second. All right, description box is updated. Like I said, I have 3 spots left for tonight. And let me look at. Yes, you can, Najin, of course. Hello from Scotland. Oh my god, that's awesome. Okay, so Najin, of course you can book. Babe, Najin and you both have early flights tomorrow morning. We were just talking about it. Okay, so I want to pull like just a couple cards for the collective. This is anyone tuning in, anyone watching right now. And in the meantime, if you guys wanted to book, you can. I have 2 spots left for tonight. So Jasmine and Bree, if you want to snag those 2, go for it, and then the list will be closed. But I will be going on again later this week. This one's a short one. It wasn't supposed to be that way, but it just, like life, it just kind of happened this way. But, you know, I'm glad that I'm like checking in, saying hi, all that great stuff. And thank you so much, the Collect Singer. Baby is good. He's really good. He's, you know, he's a newborn. Newborns are not easy, but he is so funny to me, and I cannot wait to just continue to watch him grow. I mean, I am so excited for the phase where they can like hold their head up because he's already trying to do that. So Paulus is my man. He's currently upstairs with the baby, and he'll help you guys get booked for tonight. And I'm gonna just read a couple cards for the collective from the Moonology deck and kind of see what's going on. I know that we're approaching a new moon in Aries on the 1st of April, and I don't know, I haven't manifested in a couple months. It's been crazy. We moved, I had a baby, blah blah, like, do I need more excuses? But I truly haven't like really done a candle ritual, and I'm just excited to like throw cards. And I feel like Aries being at the top of the zodiac, like the first sign, this is like the perfect time to like start anew and continue on with my manifestation, because it's been a while since I manifested. And new moons are perfect for that. So I'm excited. I hope the energy is good. Aries can be a little fiery, obviously, but I'm excited. So we have full moon in Pisces, forgive. He does make noises. We call him Chippa, like a chipmunk, because he makes these little like squeals like a chipmunk. But yeah, he's funny. He's hilarious. He's a double Pisces, by the way, with a fire moon. So he is a crazy one. It's going to be really interesting to see him. But double Pisces, Pisces sun, Pisces rising. So we have full moon in Pisces, forgive, and we have last quarter moon in Aquarius, reflect on your priorities. I feel like that last full moon we had in Virgo really had us checking up on our priorities, like, and I feel like it almost added a lot of weight and pressure to them. I don't know if you guys felt that energy, but it was sort of like, okay, I have all this shit that I gotta do to be a better human, and how do I do that? How do I accomplish that? So it was intense. I got you, Meiji. You are on the list. I got 2 spots left for tonight, you guys. 2 spots left. Yeah, it was a little intense, but I feel like with that said, we've moved into Aries season, and there's still that like pressure to be the best and to be motivated, and I feel like it's a different kind of pressure because it's more inspired, and it's less like stuck energy. So I think reflecting on your priorities will be an interesting card to come up for the energy, just because I feel like we feel like refreshed and brand new. We want to do things, we're more motivated right now, and putting that like energy towards priorities or putting it towards our passions and goals is going to be the most productive way to kind of fuel that fire. And then kind of side note, full moon in Pisces, forgive. Is there someone or something that you need to forgive right now? Is it yourself? Think about it, because I feel like, you know, forgiveness is something that is very key to spirituality and very key to our inner healing, but it's something that we don't do that often collectively. I know that I love to talk about forgiveness, but it's very hard. And the reason it's hard, I think, is because it takes compassion. Like, you have to like let it go, let the situation go, or, you know, set yourself free in a way where you're not constantly thinking about that thing that, you know, made you not want to forgive. Look at, even just talking about the full moon in Virgo, we pull it, take inspired action. And like, I kind of just connected that back to reflecting on your priorities in this new moon in Aries, that it's inspired action that we're going to be taking moving forward. So that's really, really awesome. These comments are so funny. I'm like reading them. Yes, double Pisces, fire moon. He already looks like a wizard. I mean, he has this like these facial expressions that are like he's just like this wise old man. It's like really funny. I'm just excited to see his like little spiritual abilities and tap into them and not like crush them like the rest of society wants to do. So it's gonna be really cool. But yes, so we have New Moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive. So yeah, there's a lot of, it's a fresh new season. It's the Fool card in the tarot deck. It's Aries season. Hello, hi, party, party. I feel like focusing on the positive is something that is going to be really awesome and really easy to do moving forward. The energy's not as heavy. It is intense, but it's inspired, and it's that Fool energy where you want to take like a leap of faith. You want to go towards your goals. You want to start something new. So yes. In April, you definitely can. Paulus is my man. He will help you guys get booked in. So if you have any questions for you, he's the one with our dog as his profile picture, Jackson. So we have first quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks. Okay. So I feel like reflect on your priorities, take inspired action, focus on the positive, release your blocks. Okay. All right, so some of us are coming into this season with some fears, and those fears are creating blockages on our abundance, blockages on our ability to forgive, maybe even blockages that just kind of cramp up the energy and it doesn't allow it to flow freely. So if you are trying to manifest things and those things are not materializing, there's a reason for it. You either have a tight grip on something, you're either having an ability to forgive someone, something, or yourself. And those are creating blockages, and blockages can serve as, it's very self-explanatory, blocks in the way of your divine growth, your purpose, your destiny, all those great things. Especially if you are into manifestation and magic, you might not be seeing the results of those things that you're doing because of the blockages. Now, I think one of the quickest ways to release blockages, because it's easier said than done, to not live in a life in fear. Some of us have just fears that kind of hang around in our subconscious mind, maybe even float through our conscious mind. And they can be everyday life things. It could be bills. It could be, how am I going to survive this job? How am I going to get a job? It could be moving. It could be so many different things. And when we collectively focus on those things, just like if we collectively focus on positive things, those positive things will manifest into our reality. Our inner world is a reflection of our outer world. But similarly, if we are living a life in fear, we are creating blockages so that materializes within itself. Things become harder. That paycheck that you're waiting for, it becomes further away. And there's just certain things. So obviously, like I said, it's easier said than done to just release that. But sometimes fears, we hold on to them as safety nets. We kind of coddle them. We feel comfortable in them because that is kind of the world that we live in. A lot of us are raised in fear, on fear. It's like a talk for another, video, maybe a TED talk or some shit. But that's just the kind of society and the kind of world we live in. There's a lot of fear-based tactics. Yasmin, I got you. I have one spot left, you guys. One spot left. That make people conform, and yeah, again, a conversation for another time. But the point is, this is a normal thing that a lot of us feel, and we might not even recognize it as fear. We might recognize it as stress or worry or whatever we want, just simply because we have been conditioned into just not really understanding too much about what fear is, what blockages are, and what they create in our world. And what I'm seeing in this spread pretty clearly, just the way that it has been laid out, is that you guys might have some projects, priorities, responsibilities, things that you want to be productive on, and things that you want to be productive in an inspired way on, things that you don't want to like mosey on through, things that you want to feel good about doing, but it's like breaking your back to do them or get them started just because there might be a fear of failure. There might be a fear of not enoughness or having enough. April, I got you. You guys, the list is closed, but what it's saying here in the cards is that there's actually a lifeline, a destiny, a variant where things are laid out in a really positive and really abundant way for you. And of course, there's many different lifelines and many different variants and many different timelines in which things can happen and how they happen. But the one that I'm seeing here in the cards for you guys is moving forward this month coming up in April. I feel like you guys are going to be very successful with something that you've been like putting off or you've been scared about, or successful in mentally or physically feeling better about yourself, feeling more positive, feeling stronger, feeling more content, feeling more happiness. So I feel like the two things that could be getting in your way just to get to that, like that hump over there, is one, there's a situation or there's something here that you haven't forgiven. And to me, for some of you, it's a situation that you haven't forgiven. It could be a person, it could be yourself. So first and foremost, forgive. Do that release work, which is healing work in its own self, and forgive, and then naturally your blocks will sort of be lifted and released. Then reflect on your priorities and take inspired action. Because it's Aries season, I kind of see this as a new year. I've never really seen January 1st as a new year, even though like it literally is, just because we're in heavy Capricorn season. And I'm like a new year, like as far as like the zodiac goes. I always felt like Aries season was like refreshing because now we're like going down the zodiacs. But I feel like with Aries season, it's that Fool energy, and it's like, you know, take a leap of faith. If there's something that you want to do, like believe in yourself and understand that if you fly, if you fall, if you whatever, you're gonna be caught. And focus on the positive. Focus on the positive because your reality really is a reflection of your inner world. So if you have good things going on in your mind, I promise you good things will happen for you. Now again, easier said than done, because how many thoughts do we have in a freaking day? And to manage them and make them 99% positive is really hard. But recognize those patterns within yourself and ask yourself whenever you can, is there something I need to forgive? Is there something that I need to kind of release? And it could even be stupid. It could be like spring cleaning, you know? It could be like, I need to let go of these shoes that I never wear, which is really hard to do. All that stuff. So yes, I feel like with you guys, just keep an open mind, but I do see really good things coming for you this April. So with that said, let's move on. I'm going to get into the bookings for tonight. The list is closed, you guys. This is going to be a shorter live, just, you know, it's a little difficult with a baby and all that great stuff, but I am going to aim to go live again probably on Friday of this week, Friday or Saturday, which I will confirm. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with Irene. Okay, so let me pull up Irene's question. Okay, Brianna, I got you. So you are the final person, and then the list is closed. So we have Irene, Trina, Najin, Yasmin, April, and Brianna. Okay, so Irene got a regular deck pool. Hello, Irene, if you are here. So you've been in a really positive spot recently. You've been feeling really abundant. You're just curious as what's next for you in the near future. Okay, I love that. Well, I'm glad you're feeling abundant and good. And hello, hi, we got the King of Pentacles. So you're all up in your power. Like, you are the sugar daddy. This actually reminds me of that Cher quote where she's like, yeah, my mom told me to like settle down and find a rich man to marry. And then I was like, Mom, I am a rich man. So I feel like that's you. That's the energy that you're in right now. Okay, let's see what else the cards have to say. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. Where does this bad boy want to go? We have the Ten of Swords. What does the near future hold for you? We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Hermit. We have the Seven of Swords. What does the near future hold for you? What's next for you in the near future? We have the Seven of Pentacles. And the Chariot. Okay. I want to kind of clarify that Ten of Swords one more time. Strength. All right. So, King of Pentacles, definitely in your sugar daddy energy. I feel like you are doing really well. Like you said, you're feeling very abundant and feeling really in control. And it's not just abundant in a monetary way. I think abundant in that you are in control of your life, you are able to manifest, you do have magical powers, you are fucking awesome, you don't need a man, all that great stuff. And with the Four of Cups in reverse, it kind of shows me that you're moving away from a feeling of being like rejected or feeling rejected. Like it could even be like, I'm giving up on the dating scene, or I'm giving up on men, or whatever. I'm gonna take myself out to dinner, I'm gonna take myself out and buy flowers, that kind of thing, because I can. And you know what's interesting about this energy is it's actually very like, it's actually like the key to finding someone, but that's like the secret. I feel like when I decided that I was like done with men completely is like when I found a man and I was like, oh shit. And then there's the internal conflict. But no, I feel like with the Ten of Swords is throwing me off. I feel like it could represent that you feel defeated on the inside. On the outside, it might feel like you have like a new sense of purpose, in that you're like, okay, I'm done with rejection, I'm done with struggling to date, I'm done with this, I'm done with that. But it's like on the inside, you don't truly believe yourself. Like you still truly kind of want someone, or want a man, or want like something, and you might feel like a little defeated in that quest. But we have strength clarifying, and I needed to clarify it because it's basically spirit intervening in the reading and kind of saying like, listen, you are really a strong, independent woman, like all jokes aside, and you don't really need anybody, because other people are what has been causing chaos and drama in your life. I don't know if there has been drama, but I feel like that drama has been whirlwind, or it's been short-lived, and it's like a thing of the past. So what's happening for you in your near future is you're going to become more in tune with your ability to be abundant and manifest. Abundance isn't just, like I said, monetary. It's about receiving. It's about like, oh, there's blessings coming to me, for me, from the universe. And I accept these blessings because I deserve these blessings. And that, again, raises your self-worth and your value. It makes you feel good. And then when you're in that feel-good energy, more shit starts to come towards you. That's why when you see people like celebrities and they're doing really well, and like, let's say they're just starting off, like I want to say Tiffany Haddish, I want to say Doja Cat, even Kehlani, like back in the day, they like had a few like good wins here and there, and then it felt good. They felt good, and they kept going, and they kept being consistent, and then things kept manifesting, and blessings kept like kind of shining on them. And then you see people like really slowly but kind of quickly rise to the top. And this is just like a celebrity example. This happens like to a lot of people in everyday life, and it's because they feel good, and because they feel good, good things happen. So all that great stuff. So with the Hermit, I feel like you're going to become more in tune and more connected to your own intuition, to your guides, and to the guidance that your guides are literally trying to give you. So there could be a greater purpose to turning a blind eye to like a dating world, or to this or to that, because there's something bigger and better that needs your attention that you're supposed to do. And it's almost like this has been taking away your attention, and it's been kind of just, you've been focused on that, and maybe not even necessarily like fully focused, but there's something else that gives you purpose and drive that is going to expose itself to you in the near future, and you're going to plant seeds for that thing. And I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles here, there's just really nice roots being planted. And I like this because I feel like around Taurus season is when those things are going to start to sprout. Now, they're not in full bloom or full blossom, but it's like the way we have this like lined up, I feel like it's going to start to sprout and like show you, you know, the like fruits of your labor, like quite literally. And then we have the Chariot. And I feel like, you know, the Chariot points to a lot of different opportunities coming into your life. So this could be in regards to a career, your career, a job. It could just be in regards to something that you've been wanting to happen. If you've been wanting to like create a savings account because you've been wanting to buy a new car, a house, or whatever it is, I feel like you're going to start, you know, creating those roots in your mind and then planting those seeds, and then those seeds are going to start to sprout. So as far as like the answer, like what is happening in the near future, it's not necessarily this huge, like monumental, like this is happening and check under your seat, it's a new car. It's not like that kind of energy. It's slow but sure progress. But I think the biggest thing is the lesson, and like almost like a karmic lesson. It's like you've elevated and aligned yourself with the universe where you no longer are bothered by like people that don't matter, and you're not allowing those people that don't matter to like define your worth, if that makes sense. And those people could be like dating world type people, I'm not sure. But we have the Chariot, and it's almost like mysterious that we end with the Chariot, because it's like, what does that mean necessarily? What opportunities are going to be exposed to you at that point in time? You will have to make some sort of decision which way you're going to decide to go, but at this point we don't really know yet. We just have go the distance. So that card that came out in the collective reading was definitely for you. Take that inspired action. This is the perfect season to do it. We have milk and honey as well. And to me, that says it's just leading you to the land of milk and honey. Blessings are upon you, and you are being showered with them because you deserve them. So with that said, you are being recognized, you are being noticed. These blessings aren't just like randomly being like thrown at you. They're selectively being given to you because of who you are and your values. So that should just affirm to you as it is, like magic is real and your guides are real and you are here for a greater purpose. So wouldn't you want to kind of like give a listening ear with the Hermit and figure out what that thing is? Because if you do, even more amazing things will come to you. So I think the next few months for you are really going to be full of contentness and a lot of growth. So yes, I love you so much, Irene. Thank you so much for joining the live. I really hope that resonated. I'm going to move on to the next person, which is Trina. Okay. So Trina got 3 questions, so bear with us. We got an 18+ in channeled messages. I'm going to do them one by one. So 18+ channeled messages. So you think that the last thing that you told me about your best friend, Bradford, was that a girl? Okay, yes, the T. And we continue. We went to a concert. Was said she thought we were dating and that we loved each other. Well, she was quick to jump on him after finding out we're not together. No! And they're talking and having a date plan this weekend, but last weekend I confessed my feelings for him because of my ex, Jordan, Nico's best friend, if you remember, came back and said he wants to try again, see me again, so I was confused. So you told Brady your feelings for him to see if there's a chance with us, and he basically said he has feelings for me too, and it's not just sexual, but he said we're too different and he doesn't think it will work out with us, so he doesn't even want to try, basically. So my question is, does he mean what he said, and how is he feeling about you? Oh my gosh, the tea. Okay, the tea. I'm so sorry, Irene. So we have the Knave of Swords. Does he mean what he said and how he's feeling right now? We have the Five of Cups in reverse. The World in reverse. The Hermit. The Ace of Cups, the Knave of Wands in reverse. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knave of Cups in reverse. Okay, boy, he like go and break his own heart. All right. Well, no, he doesn't fucking mean what he said, but he's sticking to it. I mean, he's gonna stick to like what he said, basically. Like, he does have feelings for you for sure. And like basically everything he said to you was like very honest. He doesn't. Okay, let me organize myself. So, Knave of Swords, this was like a much needed talk that like needed to happen, and I feel like there's a sense of relief in one way that he said this, and this was that you said it first, because you said it first, like you admitted your feelings first, but he's relieved that you did, that this is no longer under the rug, that you guys like had this truthful conversation, but it breaks his heart, or he's going to break his own heart, because he is sticking to his guns about not being with you. He might think you're too wild for him. So we have the Hermit. I don't remember, like, remind me, is this the Taurus? Because he gives me, even in this reading, like mad earth energy. But I feel like with the Hermit popping up here and then that World in reverse right next to it, he thinks you're too wild. And that's the part of the attraction, that's part of the allure. Like, you're this beautiful, sexy, wild, crazy girl. But he just sees you with like a beautiful, sexy, wild, crazy guy. Like, he just sees you with someone else. And this could be his own problem, his own naivete, who knows. And again, breaking his own heart, because you're like out here standing in front of him telling him like this is what it is, and he's over here like, no, this is what it is. And it's like, okay, but bruh. So, you know, that's him being overly cautious to a point where there's like stagnation. But yeah, he does have feelings for you, really deep feelings for you, but he's very insecure, and he's insecure about like your roles together and like how different you are, which is kind of shitty, because like I feel like differences are what makes like an awesome couple. Like, please don't show me vanilla with vanilla, like, not interested. But I feel like he is talking himself out of it just because he thinks that you're better off with someone else. It could even stem deeper than that. It could be an ego thing. He thinks you just are someone who's hotter or more muscular, you know, and it's just him being insecure and like shitting on himself. So I feel like with that said, you know, he kind of means what he says about like not being with you, but it's stupid because I don't know if his logic can be, I feel like his feelings might outweigh his logic, because I always feel like the heart, no matter what, is like love is blind, and the heart ends up like being the ultimate decision maker at the end of the day. So he can logically be like blah 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 all the fucking once. But then we have the Ace of Cups after, and the Ace of Cups to me is like, I'm in love with you, and I want to be with you, and I don't want you to be with anyone else. The Knave of Wands in reverse, because I lay awake at night. Oh my god, my boob is leaking. Because I lay awake at night thinking about you possibly being with someone else, and it makes me very sad and jealous. But then he's like, I don't know how to like get you to like chill out, with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the World in reverse. It's almost like he is back and forth, back and forth, back and forth ever since you told him how you feel. And I feel like lately he wants to hit you up and almost have like another conversation, like, hey. But he doesn't even know how to have that or how to prompt that, just because he's a child at the end of the day. We have children. This could also represent that there's an inner child issue with him, and it can also represent that he feels the connection, is not childish, but feels the connection is like very enriching. Like, it feels like you guys are children when you're together in a really positive way. But it's like Eight of Pentacles in reverse. His logical Taurus mind wants to be like, okay, what are the steps that need to be taken in order for this to work? How are we supposed to fit in each other's lives? What roles do we play to each other? How do we look to society? And those are all really ridiculous and stupid things to like hold him back for. When his heart really does outweigh those things, and he is very sexually attracted to you, like enormously, and he loves talking to you, and there's like a lot of fucking positives over cons. But, you know, he's just maybe not understanding, like, how you guys cannot jeopardize the friendship. So it's almost like he, like, loves you so much that he doesn't even want to try. And he's saying he doesn't want to try because you guys are so different, and that's part of it, but it's not your difference, it's his insecurity. And then the second part of it is that he like values your friendship so much that like what if you guys like explosively broke up and were like never to hang out again? It's like childhood best friends that like end up like never seeing each other again, which is even more like sad. So it's like there's definitely a lot of confliction here for sure. Okay, so we have healing family issues and make the effort. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like this person just has naivete, they just have a low self-worth, and, you know, they are too logical. But Spirit is kind of saying to, like, maybe push them a little. And that you kind of know that already. Observe and push. Observe and push. All right. So yeah, I feel like this person just needs a little push and a little consistency. Maybe they just think that like you're gonna like blurt out your feelings and then you'll be over it in like 2 weeks, and maybe you need to show them in 2 weeks that you're not over it, that you like are super into them and that kind of thing. Show them what a Taurus wants to see. Consistency. That kind of thing. But yeah, he is very, very attracted to you, especially your booty. I mean, he really feels like he could just look at your booty for like a long time and just admire it. And he does want to romance you. Like at the end of the day, I think he is very romantic, wants to like get you flowers and coffee in bed and like take you out to eat and that kind of thing. Might not necessarily be the most experimental lover in the bedroom. I'm seeing like missionary position, but it's cute, it's romantic. And I feel like that's also what might make him insecure, is he thinks you're like kind of crazy in the bed, or like he's assuming you are, or but you guys have had, you know. Anyway, he doesn't know if he can keep up with you, like your stamina, and feels like you deserve like a guy that's like even more like sexy and sexual, you know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of him talking himself out of something because of his own insecurities. So with that said, let's peer into his brain. Let's do some channeled messages and see what he would say to you. What would he say to you? We have the Two of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Sun, the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, Strength, the Chariot. Okay. What would he say to you? I really do want to date you. Like at the end of the day, I want you to be the person that dresses up for me, that I'm buying flowers and all that stuff, but I feel like you might get bored with me, and I might just be so blind and so like head over heels with you by that time that I'm just like in too deep. And I've always felt like magnetized by you. I've always felt drawn to you, that I just feel like if I really become all in, I'm all in, and then I'm gonna bore the shit out of you, and you're gonna be really, really tired of me, and I wouldn't know what to do, because you already make me so happy that I know that you'll make me super happy in a relationship. Like, I already know these things up front, and I already know that I would want one with you, but I just feel like I might be begging for your attention, or I might be trying really, really hard, and I don't want to necessarily see that for myself, just because, you know, I have so much going on already, and I'm just nervous that this is gonna just add more to my plate. Like, I'm gonna put even more pressure on myself. Now, I'm not saying that you're like high maintenance, but it's just, I'm saying that we're different. I'm saying that like you might need someone who has more flexibility and elasticity, someone who is more changeable and not as like routine as I am. And I don't know, maybe you might need someone who's stronger and more mobile. I don't know. I just feel like you might get bored and you might run away. And I'm going to get hurt. I'm going to be the one with the broken heart. I'm going to be the one that won't know how to open up anymore to anybody. And I feel like if you walked away, I don't even know how we could just go back to being friends, because it would be like taking away something that, I don't know. It would just really, really hurt. I'd feel really rejected, and I wouldn't even know how to, I would just try to get you back. And then I'd run in this circle over and over again with you. But something you have to understand is that you're really special and unique, and that's part of what makes you so great and so attractive and so sexy. But it's also part of what like might drive me fucking crazy and might make it hard for us to communicate, because we might see things completely differently and from completely different vantage points. And I guess I'm just thinking ahead of time. I'm just afraid of this failing. I'm afraid of this not being successful. And I'm afraid of us like stagnating something that I feel like is good right now. I feel like what we have is good. And I don't want to ruin that. So I know that we could date, and I know that we could have bomb sex, and I know that we could make a hot couple. But I just don't know if I'm willing to take the risks that it involves to take, with the notion that we might like end in a disaster. All right, so that was intense. That was your channel messages from your person. Okay, so let's do the next question. So we got an 18 plus channel messages. This one's about Jordan, your ex. Okay. You don't know what to do about him. He said he's ready now and he's not going to get spooked this time, but you don't know. You don't know if you like him the same way that you did last year, and you don't know if you can let him back in. What should you do? What are his intentions? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to turn the air off because it's freezing. Okay, so Jordan, what are his intentions? We have the 8 of Cups in reverse. We have the 3 of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups. The 7 of Pentacles. Wow, good job, baby. Baby, put the baby down. He's been like kind of struggling to like, I always get him to sleep, but yeah, good job. Everyone say good job. Hold on, why are we glitching? Okay. Four of Pentacles. Knight of Wands in reverse. Six of Pentacles. Oh, excuse me. The Six of Pentacles and the Magician. Okay. What are his intentions? Well, he's definitely not lying when he says that he is ready and he's not gonna bail or walk away. Hold on, I have oh, excuse me, girl. I definitely feel like he's like being very honest. Like he's not gonna walk away. He is kind of here trying to work things out with you, the Three of Pentacles. He wants to be a team. I think he is looking at you in a light where he's really taken time to kind of consider who you are. Maybe even like saw other people in the meantime and realized like in contrast to them, in comparison, you are like an angel, like a saint, and you're so forgiving and sweet and loving and like just everything that he wants in a woman. And probably misses like how comfortable and intimate you guys were and like the good times that you had at the Seven of Pentacles, and really is being for real. Like he wants to come through again, wants to come back, and wants to plant these seeds. With the Four of Pentacles in reverse, he's not going to come to you in a guarded, like half-assed manner, maybe the way that he did in last time. I feel like he's, yeah, I mean, I think his intentions are pure. I think he wants to give his time and his money and give to you and give affection to you, and wants to see this connection and relationship manifest. I want to clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse. It could be that he's not wanting to come towards you in just like a sexual way. Like he's being very honest about wanting to like work with you, wanting to like go half and half, wanting to, you know, make sure that you guys, can you hear it, Jackson? Wanting to make sure that you guys can be equal partners to each other, communicate clearly, because I'm not getting any clarifiers, so I think that was that. But yeah, I think his intentions are pure. Now, what you do with that is truly up to you. So now we got 2 for 2. You got 2 boys that really like you. We have playfulness. It's safe for you to love and worth waiting for. Interesting. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, I mean, I think he's genuine. I think he's coming back. And this time he wants to be flexible because you were so flexible. He wants to be understanding because you are so understanding. But he's really seeing you as a Queen of Cups. He's really seeing you as someone who was so loving and so sweet, so compassionate, and really values your spirituality and like the fact that you are conscious and you are aware and you are trying your best to be a good person, a better person for yourself in your life. Shanice, don't ask me that. So now you have your pick. 2 for 2. Treasure Island. Okay, this could be a really good thing coming for you. We have Treasure Island here. So worth waiting for could be like, wait for this to manifest, wait for this to unfold a little more and see, and then kind of figure out like what you want to do from there. But it could be really, really good. Okay, so we're going to do channel messages. What would this person, what would Jordan say to you? have the Queen of Wands, the High Priestess, the World, the Four of Swords, the Lovers. Okay, wow. The Five of Cups, the Hermit, the Nine of Cups. Okay. What would he say to you? I find you so freaking sexy and beautiful, and I'm just very attracted to you. And like, you're also so spiritual and so cool and like so intuitive, and I don't know, you're just like you're like my dream girl. I would love to like travel the world with you and like go on adventures and be that couple and stuff. I know that you're probably hesitant and guarded me coming back, and I can kind of sense it in like how you're talking to me, but I definitely want to like be, you know, with you. I want to be your person again. And I'm sorry for like what happened in the past. I'm sorry for ever maybe hurting you or making you feel sad or upset. I had a lot of growth that I had to go through and a lot to think about. And when we finally did separate, I did think and I did see you for who you are and how truly amazing and patient and loving you were, and how you really had gone through a lot with Nico, and you just like still continued to forgive. And I don't know, I just saw you in a different light, and I think I became more spiritual myself in light of that. But you are someone that I feel like is very, you know, special, and someone that makes me very happy. And being at a distance from you just kind of heightened my feelings for you. Like, I just realized them even more, that like I wanted to be back in your life and I wanted to try things out again. And now I'm coming back and I'm serious, and I want to be consistent, and I want to like take you out on dates, and I'm being very honest. Like, this is how I feel. Like, I truly feel like deeply for you, and I really care about you. And I know that there's been distance between us, and you're probably very guarded and unsure of like whether or not you want to let me in again. And I understand that, and I will allow you to like weigh out those options and stuff. But I think that if we give this a go, we'll have a great time, and we'll be, you know, good and successful, and I won't let you go. All right. So that was Jordan. Let's move on to the next question. Let me turn my Wi-Fi off, you guys. Should be better. All right, so next question. 18 plus channel messages. So Nico is back the same exact weekend that you confessed your feelings to Bradford and went to brunch with Jordan to talk about you guys. Nico randomly sent you a friend request on Facebook. What is the universe doing? But I accepted it because I'm curious. He hasn't tried reaching out or anything, but he has like my pictures that I posted. I don't know what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to get me to reach out first, which isn't gonna happen. But anyways, why did he friend request me, and what are his intentions? Okay, oh my god, the tea, the universe, all of it. Okay, let's see. What are Nico's intentions? We have the 8 of Cups in reverse, 9 of Wands in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse, 5 of Cups in reverse, reverse. Okay. All right. So I don't think he has really any intentions. Obviously, I think he wants to like shower you with some sort of affection, the Six of Pentacles. In any way he can, he wants to like give to you, even if it's like a little like on your picture or something. But I don't think he's like secretly willing you to talk to him type of thing. I don't think guys are that clever. Because of all the reversals, and what they're telling is very interesting. 8 of Cups in reverse, 9 of Wands, like he really wants to stay away. So he's gonna like your pictures because he adores you and is attracted to you, and like he wants to be friendly with you, but he knows that he has pushed the boundary on so many things. Like every time he was like friendly with you, he had like the intention of like fucking you with the Knave of Wands now in reverse. Every time he came towards you, he had ended up walking away. So it's just been bad all across the board. So here his intentions are nothing. Like he doesn't even want to come towards you because he doesn't want to like walk away again or have you guys split up again. He doesn't want to put any drama into your life with the 9 of Wands in reverse. He doesn't even want to talk to you with the Ace of Swords in reverse. And it's not in like he doesn't want to talk to you, but it's more just like he doesn't want to disrupt you. And like it's like that quote, like when you see a woman that has everything, politely step aside and let her like live her life or something. Like don't tear her down. And then 5 of Cups in reverse, he doesn't want to like make you sad. He doesn't want to come in and like just fuck you casually. He doesn't want you to like, you know, play games with him, make him jealous. Like he doesn't want to be in a relationship with you. It's just like he doesn't want anything. So like his intentions are literally like I just want to be friendly and I think you look great and I'm just liking your picture because that's the only way that I can be in your life apparently right now. It's the only way that I can show you something that like I exist and I'm here and like no matter what, like I'll always have love for you, that kind of thing. So I'm kind of getting that energy that he's just trying to be like peaceful. And maybe, you know, maybe in the future you guys could like get to know each other again, but it would have to be on such a like innocent level. Yeah, I feel like right now he's working on his career and finances. Even more so, I feel like he's seeing you as someone who's deserving of that like, who's deserving of that love, and maybe even wants to see you find it, you know. Building blocks, just trying to build the blocks to having a friendship or just an acquaintanceship right now. And then not for you. Am I being too loud?
No, you're good.
Your rap is loud.
Yeah. I'm watching you. You're doing so good. Do you want snacks? You want snacks?
Maybe after.
Do you want a cookie?
I feel like with not for you, it's the universe's way of saying like, you know, you've played this chess game with him for so long and now it's like it's no longer, you know, for you. So this is kind of like there's not too much to say, but it's very innocent at the end of the day, like what his intentions are and were. He does forever find you very sexy and attractive. So probably liking your photo as like an instinctual thing, like yeah, like look at Trina. Okay, so let's do your channeled messages. What would he say to you? You have 3 of Swords in reverse. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. We have the 4 of Cups. We have have the Ace of Swords. Six of Swords in reverse. Seven of Cups. Dove. King of Swords in reverse. Okay. Look what my man just gave me. That is so cute. Okay. So, what would Nico say to you? I said Three of Swords, I meant Eight of Swords. I don't want any more drama. I really don't want to. I don't even know. I even know that, like, about myself, I can't even come towards you in a sexual way because it ends up being this thing and I don't want it to be a thing. I would love to talk to you. I mean, I would love to, like, catch up. I would love to tell you what's new in my life and, like, see what's new in your life and that kind of thing. But it's just, I feel like there's so much emotion and, like, we've ended things so many times, and it's just, I really don't want to come towards you in a way where you think I have some intention. I know you have a lot of options. I know you have a lot of things going on in your life, and I am not in any way, shape, or form trying to get in the middle of those things. I really care for you, and I don't know how to show that anymore because I feel like I've said that so many times and I fucked that up so many times. But the only way I can really show you I care for you is, like, being at a distance. It's almost like when you love something, let it go, set it free. And at this point, I think we need to restore our own balance in our own life in order for us to, like, come towards each other. But I truly care for you, and, like, I truly meant what I said when I was like, maybe someday we can be together again. But I know that's not any time soon. I know that's not in the near future. I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like I really fucked this up. And honestly, at this point, I really wish the best for you, Trina. I really hope that you're happy, and I hope you have just greatness shine upon you because you truly deserve it. All right. Well, 2 for 3, 2 out of 3, but 3 for 3 technically because he, like, loves you, but loves you from afar kind of thing. Okay, so that was Nico. All right. Trina, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here, for being a part of the live. I really hope that that resonated. And I hope to see you again soon. Najin and Shanice, definitely follow Trina on Instagram. She's awesome. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna move on to the next person. I love you so much, Trina. And Mark, multi-dryer, I did yours in the last live. All right, so we're gonna move on to Najin, who got a mediumship. So you want to know what your message from your grandma. I'm not sure what she's trying to tell you something, but you're not sure if you're understanding. Okay, 1 second, Najin. right, so what's the message from your grandma? You know that she's trying to tell you something, but you're not sure you're understanding. We have strength. We Really? Give me your paw. Thanks. That is Raka Jackson. He is sitting for your reading, Najin. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, King of Cups, the Sun, the World. Alright, so instantly I felt like a really soothing, beautiful, calming, freaking presence and feeling. I really feel like she has been trying to send you amongst messages really good energy and just make you feel good about yourself. I mean, I think she just really wants to say, like, baby girl, like, you are so much stronger than you think. And I know that right now things seem to be like up in the air. You're kind of weighing the pros and cons and the options, and it might even seem like you're weighing so many different things that there's so much on your plate that you might tip over and fall over. And it could just feel like you're neither here nor there. And what she really wants to tell you is whatever, it's like in regards to your career, it's in regards to like work or something that like makes you feel good. I feel like when you're working and when you're doing something that you feel productive in, you don't feel as lost. You feel really secure, and that feeling of security, it just leads to more mental happiness and contentness. So she really wants to tell you, like, do that, follow the path that you have been drawn to, and if it seems like the road less traveled, if it seems like it's not something that you expected but you seem drawn to it and you can't explain why, then just know that you don't need to necessarily always understand why. With the King of Cups, I feel like another thing she wants to remind you is that she's always there for you. She's always watching over you, and she sees you as like someone that she has a very watchful and protective eye of, because she truly believes in your strength and your majesty, and she truly believes in your ability to be anyone that you want to be. Most importantly, though, she wants you to prioritize your mental health over any other kind of thing. It could be like a financial obligation, it could be like trying to choose between two different career choices, whatever it is that's causing you a full plate and causing you a lot of stress. Basically, she wants to say, like, choose the thing that makes you happy. There's something here where the job or the work involves travel, and I know that personally when we were talking, like texting, you said something about travel and work, and I see that coming through for you with the World and the Eight of Pentacles. It's something that she's showing me that you would really love, and she's saying that's where you should put your focus or your attention on. And it could also lead to a lot of abundance, because like we kind of talked about in the collective message, when you are feeling like a sense of fulfillment and positivity, then your outer world really reflects that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the most high paying thing in the world, but if it's something you love and it's something that makes you feel good, then that abundance will just come towards you naturally. We have go the distance, poised, yeah, with strength and go the distance, it's really showing me that she knows that you are ready for any kind of challenge, anything that comes towards you. If you've been feeling her presence lately, it's not like necessarily specific messages, it's more just like reminders that you are strong, you are beautiful, you do have all the ingredients to be happy. You do have all of the blessings in front of you to be fulfilled and travel and work and do all the things that you want to do. Your mind is what's making it feel hard and cluttered and more difficult than it actually is, but it's your spirit and it's your heart that is going to take you there. And she wants you to remind you of your emotional side, your intuitive side. She thinks you've been relying too much and too heavily on your logical side. And so she just wants you to know that, you know, if you're ever feeling down or insecure or unsure, like you are protected and you are being watched over. Be flexible. I think flexible also kind of represents this ability to travel or this ability to get going or be on the go. So there's something there with in regards to work that I'm seeing for you, which is really, really cool. I think this travel opportunity with the job is going to open up a lot of like possibilities for you. And there are possibilities in the realm of like finding a mate and starting to really forge your vision of having a home and a family. That is kind of later down the line, but it starts with this. And this is a full circle thing, you traveling and working or fulfilling this sort of need within you. It is happening here in the cards here right now in this season and this year, but maybe within your own personal life, this is something you've been just merely thinking about doing for a long time. So what she wants to tell you is like you're on the right path, and she's trying to send you onto that right path. Really listen to your spirit and to your heart for this one. All right, I love that. I really got like Grandmother Willow from like Pocahontas vibes, like listen to the trees, listen to the song, that kind of thing. So, I don't know, I really love that. And it makes me want to watch Pocahontas. I love you so much, Najin. Have a safe flight tomorrow morning. And thank you so much for joining here. We will definitely talk. Alright, so I'm gonna move on to the next person, which is April. Okay. Nope, I'm sorry. It's Yasmin and then April. Okay, so Yasmin got an 18 plus and channeled messages. So I need a reading about my love life and what's happening and coming for me, because right now it's very confusing. That guy that you had a crush on, you think he only wants sex, and you're trying to be genuine with him because you value your friendship too, so you don't know what's on his mind. Okay. Let's look into this. Love you, Najin. Good night. So you're not sure if he only wants sex. You're trying to be genuine with him because you value your friendship too. You just don't know what's on his mind. So what's on his mind? We have the Four of Wands, the Sun, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse, Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the what makes you believe that he only wants sex from you? And the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so with the Four of Wands, this could be clarifying that we have the Five of Swords. This could be sort of a karmic. This person could be a soulmate in a way in which they were brought into your life to help sort of teach you a lesson about yourself so that you can ascend as a soul. If you're feeling like this person only wants sex from you, it could be kind of a lesson about value and self-worth and like asserting stronger boundaries. But I don't know, I'm a little confused because, and that's why I asked if you could like tell me why you think you only want sex, because honestly I do feel like this person enjoys you and like does care for you, or at least really, maybe it's not so emotional, but it's like you do make this person very happy and they do have a lot of fun with you and they do see something very stable with you. I don't. So I feel like my best advice is to understand that this relationship is actually very stable, that neither of you are going anywhere. And I don't think that he just wants you for sex. I would have gotten a lot different cards here. I think that actually this has been sort of an epiphany on his own ascension path. Maybe he wasn't as spiritual prior to meeting you, and now he's having to like really like lock and load and understand spirituality on a different, more heavy note. But I feel like now he's just, I think he might be very possessive and jealous, and I think he might want to kind of like, wow, Jackson, come on, tie you down. And I think there might be some jealousy issues here, but I think it's just really important to understand that like you guys are on the same page, you love each other, you trust each other, and you want things to work out. You stay optimistic about your love life. Passion. So you guys are both very passionate about each other. Rebecca, read the room. And you have a lot of chemistry between you two. Okay, so you guys might be very different from each other, and so you have different styles of communication, you have different ways of looking at things, but go the distance. I mean, Spirit is really cheering you on in this connection, this relationship. You're probably like the wise owl, the spiritual person, they're probably like the impulsive leopard, you know, but you guys can exist in the same relationship, in the same world, especially if you guys have the same intentions, and you definitely do. So let's move into the channel messages and see what they would have to say to you. Okay, what would this person say to you? What would your person say to you? What would your person say to you? Okay, we have the Hierophant. It's a good sign to start. We have the World. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Knave. Okay, we have the Knave of Cups in reverse. We have the King of Swords. Jackson, sit. We have Temperance. What would they say to you? the Magician in reverse, and the Chariot. Sorry guys, I'm not sure what's going on with YouTube. I've like unconnected Wi-Fi and I've reconnected it. And I have Verizon, so that shouldn't be the problem. Okay. So what would he say to you? I'm fully Alright, hopefully this works. So it's completely unconnected from Wi-Fi. Alright. I'm fully committed to you, and I really see myself living a life with you and being in a relationship with you. I think that, I think being apart from you and being away from you would be 10 times harder. I'd rather fight and try and like solve it than break up and not, because I know that I would really, really miss you. And I can't imagine myself really like loving anyone else and wanting to be with anyone else. I know that I'm not the strongest communicator because it's really hard for me to talk about my feelings or open up to you and be vulnerable, and I know that you're very intuitive, so whether I do or not, you pick up on things, and it's just hard to find that balance. But before I met you, I didn't necessarily believe in all this spiritual stuff, and now I really am starting to see it, and I'm starting to see the light to it, and I feel like we should move forward in a positive way and focus on the good things that we have. I think both of us are just a little too obsessed with each other or protective and possessive of each other to a point of like obsession. But I guess if we can both agree that we're like loyal hearts to one another, then that's all that truly matters. I think we're just going through something right now, and I'm hoping that we can like see ourselves out of it. But no, I don't just want you for this or want you for that. I truly, truly care for you, and I'm just not the most emotional person, so the way that I express it isn't necessarily linear, and for that I'm sorry. But I see us, traveling together and being together for a long time. I don't see this ending anytime soon. I think you're so unique and so special, and I really want to protect you and this relationship, and I really want to work as partners and friends to make this happen. I really care for you, and I want to put in the work, and I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else. Jackson. Alright, so that is your channeled messages from your person. Also, I know why you might think that they're interested in just sex. They're so attracted to you for sure. Excuse me. Stop. They're so attracted to you. So that's part of it. Like physically, they're like so drawn to you, and they of course would love to like fuck you all the time. So that's definitely part of it. Alright, Yasmin, so there's nothing to worry about. Like I said, heal the things within yourself and lead by example, and hopefully they will heal theirs too. But triggers are normal for twin flame connections. I'll have to talk more about it on a different video sometime. But I love you and appreciate you, and I really hope that resonated. Thank you so much for joining the live. And sorry about the buffering. I don't really know why it happens or how to like help it. It's just, I turned it off the Wi-Fi, so hopefully that will help. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next person, which is April. April, you got in 18 plus and channeled messages. If you could let me know what your question is and who the channeled messages are from, that would be great. Jackson, my dog, wants to play like right now. He's like, hello, hi, I am here. This is his toy. He's like, throw it, mom. Please throw it. No one wants to throw it, Jackson. They don't know. They don't want to throw it. You're going kind of crazy. Stop. Ow. All right. So it's like sort of a third party situation on your side. You met this person a few years ago, but you're in a long-term relationship. You guys are very connected, but you're just not sure what this is. Maybe twin flame thing. We communicate telepathically. You can get him off. Okay. So what is this now? Is it all in your mind? All right, let's look into it. What is this? Is it all in your mind? We have the Knave of Pentacles. The Emperor. The Empress, so divine counterparts. We have the Knave of Pentacles. The Sun. The Two, Jackson, stop. The Two of Wands in reverse. The Six of Cups. And the Seven of Swords. It's definitely not in your mind. There's definitely a connection here. I feel like this person there's a lot of yin and yang energy, which kind of symbolizes twin flames. This person could be a divine masculine, you could be a divine feminine, you guys could be divine counterparts that are, I'm so sorry, that are sort of like lost in translation because you're in a commitment or a relationship with someone else. This person definitely wants a relationship with you. It's not like this person is just deeply sexually connected to you. There's definitely a spirituality here, but it's like this person really wants to like be with you and have you be theirs, and they're actually been waiting and they're willing to wait longer, but they have like tunnel vision for you. So even though you're like completely unavailable, they're super committed to you even without you asking them to be. They just like can't get their mind off of you, and like they want what they can't have, and you know they can't have you. So they're just like very like interested in being with you. You seem to be the end all be all for them. Now, I don't know for them if this is like something that they can remember from a past life, if they're a spiritual, or if this is just like a subconscious thing, there's something about you that they're like drawn to like a magnet. But it's like there are like the simple characteristics about you that make them happy, and there is sort of the telepathic connection and like that intuition that makes them happy. But to like be this profoundly happy and in love with someone that they barely talk to is almost like, it's almost a remembrance of like maybe a soul connection that you guys have shared in like a previous lifetime. There seems to be a lot of nostalgia here, so even though you haven't spent too much time together in the physical, at least in this incarnation, it seems like this person like really misses you, like they really wish that they could be with you and have you. So it's very interesting because they're very conflicted as to like how to move forward with the Seven of Swords, clarifying that Knight of Pentacles. They just don't know if they'll ever have a chance with you with the Two of Wands in reverse. There is a deep and strong attraction here. They're hoping that there can be an engagement between you. They're really hoping that you don't get engaged to the person that you're with. Hopefully, like, you're not married. It's interesting because Spirit is saying that it is safe for you to love. Like, this is not, yeah, we have wedding and engagement. This might be someone that you end up getting married to. But this person is like, Spirit is basically saying this person has like pure intentions and is more of like a counterpart than you might even realize or might even think. You're kind of everything this person has ever wanted. They find you deeply attractive. They're super attracted to your style, your curves, your lips. They like to look at your photos or like look at your pictures. They like to fantasize about you. You definitely live rent free in their head. They try their best to like live in reality, but because you're not a part of it, they have to constantly think on their fantasies or think into the future. Whoa. We have soulmate and higher power. Interesting. Wow, 20 years, yeah. We have soulmates and higher power. This is interesting. This could, and it doesn't mean act on this or take action. It just could mean that in a past life, you guys were together and you've made different decisions in this lifetime. And that's totally fine because our souls are exploratory. And you're supposed to ascend. I mean, you're not necessarily supposed to be like committed to like one soul for like every lifetime, especially if you have grown as a soul and your tastes have changed, or if you've evolved and you've attracted other things and those things is whom you're married to for 20 years happily to, then don't change that. This could just be someone that doesn't even realize why they're so drawn to you. It could be part of the fact that they want what they can't have, and then it can also be part of the fact that it's a subconscious thing, that they don't even know why they want you so bad, that it just is an imprint on their soul of the memories and the life that you guys shared together in the past. So the facts could be facts that you guys are soulmates and there is a higher power that is like divinely guided you guys towards each other, but the result and the conclusion doesn't necessarily mean like you guys have to be together or end up together. It could just be that it's safe to love this person from afar. You could send them love and light, or it could even be that it's safe for you guys to be friends and have a beautiful friendship at that, because this person cares so much about you already and intrinsically. I feel like they would respect that and they'd respect your boundaries. But I feel like there's something here with them being the Emperor and you being depicted as the Empress, and that you guys could be very compatible and have a lot of chemistry, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to date and all those things. So I think you guys could just share a nice, beautiful bond and friendship and leave it at that, knowing that like you have made different decisions in this incarnation as to who you are going to be with. Maybe this person is more committed to your soul contract. I don't know what the terms and conditions are necessarily. I just know that if you're with someone that makes you happy, that you're in love with, then stay with that person. All of this, soulmate stuff, it doesn't necessarily equal, oh, let's get married. It could just represent that, like, you have an old soul, and that's something that is to be admired, and you came across this soul within your lifetime and many others, and that's also something to be admired, because we don't necessarily attract soulmates when we haven't ascended, when we haven't done the spiritual work, when we, haven't raised our vibration. So it could just represent that this is coming full circle for you, just so that you know that you're loved and protected, and that you're able to manifest such connections. So, it could just be maybe even a one-way street. You get this person off, they're very attracted to you, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a two-way street. So let's do channeled messages for them. Let's see what this person would say to you. Why are you obsessed with me? Raka, hey! Stop, you're cute. You're very cute, but stop. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands. We have the Knave of Wands. Ew, stop it, Jackson. Okay. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. We have the Six of Swords in the upright. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. What would this person say to you? We have the Empress. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. And we have the World. I find you to be so damn beautiful. Just one of the most gorgeous, beautiful women I've ever met. Well, one of the most beautiful women alive. And I would just do anything to be able to hug you and feel you and feel your touch, smell you. I would never leave you or walk away from you. I would always be there for you no matter what. Even now, even if you choose to be with someone else, I feel like I will always be there on the sidelines admiring you, because no matter what, I just think that you're so beautiful and so divine, so naturally gorgeous and motherly and loving and, special. And I don't know what about it has brought us together to the point where I'm so drawn and so attracted to you. I just know that of my own lifetime and of all the places that I've gone in the world, I seem to always come back to you in my mind. Of course, I would love the opportunity to work towards you, to come date you, to give you flowers, to be with you, cuddled on the couch, but I know that's not necessarily a reality. I would enjoy just talking to you, honestly. Just having a conversation with you, because I know you're so smart, so brilliant, and so witty, and I would love to just share a drink or something with you. But I know that the availability is not necessarily doable. And I know that I'm just sticking around and waiting and wondering what this could be, even though it's naive. I feel like you're a big part of my purpose and my destiny, and I don't even care if you're with someone else. I just want to be with you, or be in some space or corner of your life in some sort of way, because I just feel so damn tied to you. I feel drawn to you. I feel like you were definitely my lover, and in some sort of way I feel like you still are, even though you're with someone else, that I'm just this person on the sideline that doesn't necessarily get the full part of you. But I don't know. Maybe I'm obsessed. Maybe I'm lying to myself. But I feel this connection deeply, and I know that you do too. I know that you're a lot stronger than me and a lot more poised, and you act like you don't, but I know that we both feel it. And I always wonder, no matter what the future would hold for us and what is coming for us. And I just never truly know at the end of the day. So I wait and I sit and I dream of us and a future and being together and being in love and being happy. I never truly know if that's what's going to happen. All right, my dog's doing crazy. So that was your channeled messages from your person. That was amazing. All right, April. Well, I hope that resonated. I mean, I definitely see what you're going through because that was intense and it must be really difficult to like understand. It's still even difficult to read, to know to the extent why these people are in our lives. I still don't have it figured out, but I appreciate you for joining the live, and I'm sorry for all the interruptions with my dog. He's a little nuts. Show him how nuts you are. Show him. Give me the paw. Give me the paw. Oh, thanks. Show him how nuts you are. You're kind of crazy. All right, you guys. I love you so much. Thank you so much for... I'm being attacked. For joining the live. I appreciate you. I'm going to get back to my dog and my baby and my man. And I will see you guys at the next one, which should be this Friday